Have you ever wondered if AI can write your DevOps related scripts for you and if you can really trust the results? Imagine spinning up infrastructure or managing users just by typing a prompt. Sounds magical, right? But what if that same AI makes a tiny mistake, one that could take down your servers, open up to hackers, or cost you thousands overnight? Today, I am going to show you a real unscripted demo. I'll use Python to talk to a local AI model, give it a prompt, and we'll see exactly what it prints out and if you'll ever want to use it in production. Stay to the end because you might be shocked by what we find.
This is not just theory, this is real code generated live, no editing or cherry picking. I am running my own local AI model, so there is no API call to the cloud, no privacy issues, just me, my Python script, and the LLM engine running on my machine. Let's see if AI is ready to take your DevOps job or if it's about to create some epic fails. Here's how this works. I have a simple Python script. Check this out. It asks me for a prompt, sends it to the AI model running locally. Today, I am using Ollama with the Mistral model, but you can use any LLM you like. The model generates code based on what I ask for, and the script just prints it out for me. No editing, no manual review, exactly the way a lot of engineers or even busy teams might use AI today. We'll try a few classic DevOps tasks: bash scripting, Docker files, and Terraform. Let's jump in and see what happens. Python chat mistral.py. I'm going to run this command. First up, a really common DevOps request. Let's see how AI handles user management in Linux. I'll type this prompt. Write a bash script that creates a user called app user, sets a password, and give them sudo privileges. Okay, let's see what kind of response the model will give us. Press enter. All right, here's the AI answer. Let's look at it together. I am going to quickly copy this and paste it in a script so that it will be easier for us to read. Let's quickly create a file. I'm going to paste this here and I will try to remove this. So also above line. So the AI has created a bash script that adds a user, sets a password, and adds them to the sudo group. But first issue, the password is right here, hard coded into the script. And if we look at the whole script, let's say I have 12 lines, there's no error handling at all. If something fails, the script just keeps going. This is exactly the kind of thing that could slip into a repo or worse, get deployed in automation, and now your password is exposed for everyone to see. Let's run this script and see what happens in a real environment. I'm going to run this script just to check what will happen. So it is asking me for password. User app user has been created with random password. Look at this and also add it to sudo privileges. Let's try to run this script second time. It immediately run into a problem. The user already exists, so the script fails, and I see another message. Even worse, it prints a message saying user has been created when in reality nothing was created. This is a classic example of where AI generated code can go wrong. The model gave me code that looked correct, but it didn't consider what happens if you run it more than once or how to handle errors. In real world DevOps and automation, these details are super important. So if you are using AI to write your infrastructure scripts, don't just copy and paste. Always check the code for bugs, missing checks, and misleading messages like this. AI is a powerful assistant, but you are still the engineer. You need to review, test, and make sure your scripts are truly production ready. Alright, let's actually fix this bash script together and make it production ready step by step. I'll create a blank file here and we'll build it up, making sure we handle all those real world cases that the AI skipped over. Create user.sh. First things first, we always want our shebang line always at the top, so the system knows to run this as a bash script. Next, let's define the username we want to create. I'll call it app user, just like before. Now here's the big improvement. Before we try to create the user, let's check if the user already exists. If they do, we'll print a clear message and exit the script. No confusing errors and definitely no false success messages. Let's also fix the password problem. Instead of hard coding it into the script, which is super insecure, we'll prompt the operator to type in a password securely. That way, it never gets logged or stored in the script. Now, we actually create the user with the password you just entered. Notice we are using OpenSSL to hash the password properly before passing it to user add. Let's add some error handling. If something goes wrong with the user creation, we print a message and stop the script right away. This is much safer than just assuming everything worked. If user creation succeeds, then and only then we add the user to the sudo group to give them admin rights. And finally, we print a message saying the user was created successfully and has sudo privileges. Now this message will show up if everything worked. Let's try to add some comments to the script. I'm going to start with this. Here I will write it as set the username variable. Followed by the second comment is check if the user already exists. Then prompt for password securely. Create the user with password. Error handling for user creation. Grant sudo privileges. Now let's try to run our script and see what kind of output we are going to get. App user already exists. That means this is perfectly expected. We are getting a clear message saying this app user already exists. See the difference? Instead of a script that only works once and prints misleading messages, we have a safe production ready bash script. It checks for existing users, prompts for a password securely, handles errors at each step, and only prints a success message if everything really worked. This is why, even as AI gets smarter, you still need real engineering habits and a bit of human skepticism. Next up, we'll see if AI does any better with Docker files or Terraform, or if we'll need to do some more AI babysitting. And that's exactly why you can't just trust AI to write your scripts and walk away. Always double check, always test, and remember, you are still the engineer. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notification, because next we are going to throw even bigger challenges at the AI. Will it survive writing a real Docker file, or will we end up cleaning up another AI mess? Or maybe Terraform will trip it up even more. Stay tuned, because you don't want to miss what happens next.